Hey guys, it's Erica. It's been a minute. There's been a lot going on in my personal life. Just wanted to make this video and just talk about what's been going on. So I don't know if the last video I mentioned that I had left my last job that I was at for 6 years. Shortly after that, I got another job at a bank. And then my husband and I decided to actually leave California and move to Minnesota. Shortly after that decision, I let my boss at the bank know this, and she decided to no longer keep me on, which was completely understandable. I was not able to go to teller school, so there was no real reason to keep me on. But she kept me for 2 weeks, which I very much appreciated, and it was very nice of her. So we're headed to Minnesota. We are leaving at the end of this month, so we'll be arriving in Minnesota on October 1st. Or both of us were born and raised in San Diego. We have never ever lived anywhere else. So we're both unfamiliar with living in snow. We've been around snow. We've been to Minnesota during winter, although it wasn't a bad winter. So we're still unsure how all this is going to pan out, how it's going to work out. We're both nervous, but we're excited and hopeful. And it'll be really nice to be able to have our own house, not rely on roommates, and be able to make a living wage, to be able to afford to eventually buy a house of our own. So we're looking forward to it, and we're excited for that adventure. In regards to weight loss, I started this journey at 384. My surgery weigh-in was 281, I believe, and today I weighed in at 215.2. So I've lost 165 pounds, I think. Fitbit, or actually not Fitbit, MyFitnessPal has put me at 75% to my goal. I'm 15 pounds away from Wonderland, which I've never been in as an adult. I'm very excited. And I'm about 50 to 60 pounds away from my goal. I don't really know what my goal is because, like I said, I have never been an adult at a healthy adult weight. So I don't know where I'm supposed to be. So my goal, I have a range, and it's just going to depend. See that? We'll talk about that in a minute. I have a range, so it's 150 to 170. I'm thinking I'll be happy at like 160. Don't know. We'll see. I am dealing with, so we're coming out at, May 2nd. June 2nd, July 2nd, August 2nd, September. I'm at 4 months. Hair loss has increased a lot over the last couple of weeks. My hair is very thin. I am very lucky, though, to have started out with a obnoxious amount of hair to begin with. Like, I've had very thick hair my whole life. So I feel very fortunate to have started with that. With just based on the amount that I've lost. I started taking biotin about a week ago, so I'm hoping that will help, and eventually it'll all work out because my hair is literally, like, I love my hair. That was actually the first question I asked when I went to see my doctor to start this whole process, was about my hair. The other thing I am dealing with is loose, crepey skin. I can see it when I lay down, mainly in my arms. Sorry, I got a bite right there. this whole thing. Like my arm is quite small if this whole thing just would go away. And then my breasts are just skin. They're just skin bags. There's actually like, I can put both my hands in my bra and there is tons of space. Like tons of space. My thighs have a lot of skin. Obviously those are probably the part of my body that I'm most like concerned about. My pubis area and my thighs. Just being as large as I was when I started, obviously there's a lot of skin in that area and it's a little upsetting. Obviously I'd rather have deflated skin than full skin. That's the whole point of this. And when I originally like even started thinking about surgery, honestly I didn't think the skin would bother me. In my mind I was like, well, I've put my body through hell all these years. I've ballooned it up and there's gonna be skin, so that's just what I'm gonna have to deal with. But now living with it and it's becoming more and more, I can see myself wanting some sort of plastics in the end, although I don't know what. I'm assuming thighs, vaginal area, breasts, and arms, possibly stomach. It just depends on how bad it is. NSV, I had to take all of my pants, which I've had 28, 26, 26 and 24s, 24s to 22s. All of those I've had and I've been wearing, and they just got so big that I could pull them on and off without unbuttoning, unzipping them. So each time I've dropped, I'd be able to like remove them, put them on without doing the buttons or the zippers. So I've gotten rid of all of them, and I went to the thrift store and bought a couple pairs of jeans. I can probably pull this tighter so you can see. And then my arms. My incisions are healing up pretty good. I'm dark skinned, so of course they're going to be darker. Like they're pretty much healed. These pants are tight because I wanted them tight. The only problem I'm having is this part is loose, so they slide down. So I'm also having this going on right here. This like aprony thing. This doesn't really bother me. Like I feel like the stomach skin is just gonna be there. But it's really the arms, the thighs. I don't know if you can see in this. I have a roll right here, and it's very like obnoxious. Oh, yep, there it was. Okay. So it's super obnoxious, and I can kind of like hide it, but I think eventually I'm gonna need some sort of surgical procedure for that. I haven't had any bad food reactions. I have been eating everything really. I haven't had beef because I'm not allowed to have that until 6 months post-op. I have had citrus and I haven't had any issues, although I haven't eaten like an orange or anything. I just, like, we had tacos or whatever and I squirted lime sauce on it. I've made salsa, not had any issues there. I've had salad, no issues there either. Someone's building something outside, so I apologize for that. I think that's it. Really, I don't really have much more to say. It just seems like every time I get on here, I am struggling to find things to say. I just want to keep it updated when things are happening. So the time frame between videos will probably be like a long time, weeks between videos. I suspect the new video might be before I leave, but that just very much depends on how much stuff I have to do between now and then, and how much comes up with the weight loss, if anything happens, like weight-wise. If I hit Wonderland before I leave, I'm definitely making a video, but it might even happen after I get to Minnesota. I really don't know. Anyway, if you have any questions or anything like that, just pop them down below and let the skin fly. Anyways, we'll see you later. Bye.